happy Saturday. Yeah, sorry about the extended long intro. I may have realised that this beer is going down quicker than I anticipated. So I went to get another. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, D&D on a Saturday. What is this madness? That madness is it's Christmas soon. And we all have things we need to do tomorrow on Christmas Eve, so we thought, sod it, we'll get it done today. Yeah, I'm just going to bring people straight in. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are we? Saw the ping and got confused. Yes. Thought we'd bring it forward a day.
I'm sorry.
You fucking should be.
Oh no, D&D sooner. What a shame. Well, yeah, I had to. So go on.
I was gonna say, like, Lucius and Lee, you guys should be like, ecstatic about that, right?
I mean, I didn't say you should be fucking, sad for what you've done. Should be for a totally different reason, like being
Fair.
you.
Wow.
Oh. No, I'm completely oblivious of who I am.
I have spent all day thinking it's Sunday, by the way.
Oh, it's D&D today. It must be Sunday. Well, yeah, sorry about the long intro. I realised this Desperados was going down a bit too quick, so I went to get another.
Oh, all right.
It
happens.
It does. It's been ages since I've had Desperados, and I've got a taste of my...
Desperado.
Well, that's going to go down pretty quick. I better get another one just in case. Oh.
You see that, and he's already halfway down now.
I am. I hope... Yeah. It's bad. Fuck it. It's going to be one of them sessions. Level 12, yeah?
Oh, these are the...
All right, then.
Callie, don't forget to ask at the end.
What? No, like April, whatever the date is, that's when we're getting level
23rd.
7.
It's set in stone now.
Yeah.
No,
23rd
but we
of
get him
April.
drunk, and then he levels us up.
Well, no, I would...
Committed to destiny.
I mean, I never said level up. I said there would be some change of level.
Damn it.
Congrats on level 5 again. Anyway, we've bullshitted long enough. Cypher, lead us in.
Read the announcement. Get fucked. No, we continued on with the murder.
Continued?
Sorry, I've got Bombay mixed in my mouth, and I was trying to get it out with my tongue while I talk. Don't do that. You bite your tongue. But yeah, we continued on raiding the mages covered, killing not everything. Most things in our wake. And we came face to face with the old major dude, whose name is, hold on, Salim?
It is Salim Fall.
Salim Fall. Oh, we're right. Cool. Turns out he didn't want to die. Like, he's powerful and he'd hurt us and maybe down some of us. But he was like, yeah, but they'll definitely kill me. So fuck that. And we had a little chat. Krieger punched Desmond in the forehead and then tried to run away. To which Desmond was like, and your cough is a pancake. So he didn't go anywhere. But we had a nice little chat, made a little alliance with old Celine. Van, you get a book or two.
3.
And a friend.
Oh, you got 3 books. Oh shit.
And a friend.
And a friend, yeah. All the while, the poor fucking ailment was just like, well,
I
I'm not
guess.
fucking needed. I'll go fuck myself.
I guess I'll just float here.
But yeah, so as always, you know, Garrett likes to throw a spanner in the works. But he didn't seem like he was kind of bummed that all his acolytes died, but he's like, well, fuck it.
At least I'm not
Better to
dead.
be alive.
Yeah. Yeah, there are worse things.
And now he has an in with us, and we have an in with him. So, you know, he knows stuff, and we can get stuff and do stuff. So, you know, we scratch his back, and he'll scratch all of our backs.
Aye.
And then oh, go on.
No, I was gonna say, doesn't that seem like, you know, he's only getting like never mind.
No. Do go on.
No.
Do go on.
Please
It's
don't,
gonna
no.
be weird. It was gonna be weird, and I'll save it for the session. It'll come out.
Oh. Okay. Hey, Hawk, how you doing, buddy? Sorry. Continue on the recap.
All right, and then we hobbled back home. Well, we didn't. Krieger did. And then we decided his fate, which was interesting. We debated what to do with him, and we decided, you know, might as well make some fucking money out of him. So we decided if he can make us, was it 6 gold?
Yeah.
6 gold that he could go free. Yeah, gotta make 6 gold in the fighting pits. However, before that,
God damn it.
the
Would it be easier for me? Would it be easier for me to just throw the clip up?
Just link it, chat, enjoy it.
In fact, I'll do one better. I'll open it on my stream.
And then
Yeah.
talk them through all of your emotions.
In fact, I can't because it'll be me in a small. It'll be awkward. I'll just put the.
Put the link in chat.
I'll put the link in chat. So if anyone wants a giggle.
It's a good one.
Let me put that in.
It was a roller coaster of emotions.
It really was a roller coaster of emotions. My elation of having a crit, to the pure horror of realizing what that meant. So after skipping that, because they can certainly watch what happened there with that short clip.
After that, doing some day-to-day things. We had a visit from Valentina, and she had a little book of Who's Who, which is fucking handy. All 19 of them. Including her order, which is the Ebon Syndicate and the Sisters of Sin, yeah?
Yep. The Ebon Syndicate is the overarching criminal group. You know, again, the organization that controls everything. They don't usually get too involved personally. They tend to subcontract out their jobs to smaller groups, and the Sisters of Sin are but one of these groups that are operating under the Ebon Syndicate's grasp.
Yeah. I mean, you got the Crimson Order, the Morbus Doctori, the big movers and shakers, and then a collection of shite bags and petty thieves and fucking just just the worst of human scum.
Pretty much.
Who's who and where's who? So yeah, valuable information indeed for us as we're going to solidify our hold.
Go on, Desmond. You sound like you've got something you wish to add there.
Nope. No, not really. Just there's a lot to be done.
There's a lot to be done.
And then Cypher came in with a big fucking book and was like, Desmond, get your kit off. We're doing magic. And strangely, Desmond was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you say so. If you say so. What could go wrong? I mean, you've never been wrong about magic before.
Right?
You know, the communication spell in the woods, that worked out like perfectly, right? Exactly as expected.
Actually, it had added bonuses, you know?
Yeah, I just remember all the thorns and the dryads that were super angry.
I can't think of a single problem.
Who got knocked out in that fight? Reza?
Desmond.
Desmond?
Yeah.
Desmond didn't actually go down, just because
Correct.
that's the session I rolled like criticals on every saving throw, and like he was just barely holding on.
All right. Well, with that then. Anything further anyone wishes to add before we get stuck in?
We had a long rest.
You did have a long rest. You have 3 days worth of downtime. So, in that case, I'm going to throw it all over to you lot. Who wishes to go first with the... What's everyone been up to?
Not it.
And I guess I'm not it because I have to do my thing with Reza.
Okay.
Don't you have other things to do?
Oh, well, yeah, so, I mean, you know, Vanya spent her time, because it's the season of giving, making presents for everyone so that they feel appreciated and can start their day with positivity because they got something that made their heart happy.
So, in the upstairs room of the Baron's Folly, Vanya, you're currently sat at your desk. Splayed around you the various odds and ends that you've been out and purchased earlier in the day. What have you bought for everyone?
Well, so a lot of it was she's using her sewing skills. So for Garrett, she invented the first cargo pants. It's pants with just hundreds of pockets on it.
Hundreds? That's a lot of
yeah.
pockets.
He's got like some big pockets for bigger things, little pockets for little things. Like it's just like pockets upon pockets.
Pockets hidden in by pocketception.
Yes.
Good luck trying to stealth in those, Garrett.
I'm envisioning MC Hammer parachute pants.
There's even pockets on the inner thighs, so if you need to put something there.
So you've crafted Garrett's a wearable sack. Cool.
Yes. So speaking of sacks,
Oh God.
So for Cypher, she made him a special sack that can expand or contract, or I mean, like it looks the same size, but it can it's unlimited space inside of it. But she mostly made that for him so that he could put all of his mage dust in there for creating chalk.
Do you know what? I'm going to change one of my earlier plans. We'll give this a crack.
No.
Yeah, we'll give this a crack.
Damn it, Jump.
So,
What? Like, am I going to present these gifts to them?
oh no, no.
Oh.
As you're sat at your table, stitching away for this sack to gift to Cypher, roll me a quick Arcana check.
1 second, I'm feeling what. Oh. It almost overflowed. Hold on.
Bard's getting drunk.
Okay. Oh. How do I put through my little combat thing? Oh, there it is. Okay. Arcana?
Yes, please.
2 hours later.
17. So, stitching away, you briefly get a memory. You're not entirely certain of where from, who by, but you obviously surmise that this was back during your time at the sanctuary. I need you to sacrifice something of yours if you wish to do something magical to this sack.
One of my children? Desmond or Cypher?
I mean, if you... Sure.
Never.
How was that the first place you go?
I heard sacrifice and
Went directly to human?
would it be like sacrificing something in my inventory? So can I sacrifice a wooden stake?
If you want to sacrifice a wooden stake, by all means.
Wait,
This
that
is-
sounded very like that's gonna be shitty magic because I'm not sacrificing something good.
Who knows? You just had a memory that if you sacrifice using your magical talents to break something down to potentially infuse, you may get lucky.
She is going to sacrifice let's see, what is this? Her potion of something.
Okay. So, as you extend the potion over this makeshift sack, again, you're not entirely certain why you remember. What have I got to skip that? I don't want the music there. So, while you've got this potion of something, this random potion you were given, extended over the sack, you close your eyes and begin to murmur a few words of incantation. Arcane power begins to surround your arm, down to your hand, and then eventually around the potion. A few moments pass, and there is very little to no arcane resonance with the potion, but all of a sudden, the sound of a crack can be heard as the vial shatters in your hand, coating the sack in this pinkish purple hued viscous liquid. You stare down. Nothing happens.
She's gonna take it and shake it.
Roll me a D100.
All right.
So as you begin to agitate the cloth, shaking away to get rid of the excess liquid, all of a sudden, complete and utter silence. The sound of the rain against the window fades out. There is nothing. No sound.
Her eyes are gonna get really big, and she's gonna say, "Hello."
It's at that moment where, as you breathe, the sound restores. You can hear the rain once again pattering on the glass outside. And at that moment, the fumes from this potion begin to waft into your face. You take a brief sniff. Flowery, somewhat herbal.
Well, she's gonna at least smells better than half the stuff in here. Does that smell remind her of anything?
Not at all. This was a potion you were gifted from the society. That's good. Were you talking out loud for that, or was that just something you were mulling over in your head?
Like, when I just said that?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, she's talking out loud.
So, that's what you thought you were going to say. In actual fact, as you open your mouth, all you can hear is as frothy pink bubbles begin to foam out of your mouth.
And does she hear herself doing that? Does she know
Absolutely. Yeah, you've got pink bubbles now just starting to float up out of your mouth as you talk. Or gargle, should I say.
She's gonna go, like, frantically find anyone in the folly. Like, holding her throat. And
So, as you charge downstairs, burst into the folly proper, anyone there to see this?
Oh man, would Reza be there?
What time
No,
of day is it?
Yeah, what time of day is it?
So she's been out to grab materials, so I would probably say about midday, if not a bit later.
Cypher's probably just coming back in now.
If they've just opened up, Reza would be sitting in the main area.
So, with the tavern now starting to fill, a few of the side tables now populated by some of the villagers and townspeople. Falco's sat with you, Reza, mostly in silence as he's going through a piece of parchment. It's at this moment where the door to the stair bursts open as Vanya appears. You just hear one of the punters go, "Oh God, she's got rabies. She's fucking rabid." At this, I would imagine Falco, Reza, you would look up. Cypher, you're just stepping in to the folly as this is happening.
Cypher will just walk in and just be like, "What the?" Falco, tackle her! She's gone crazy!
From the far end of the room, Falco, oh, what the fuck's going on here? Gets up, begins to charge towards you, Vanya, and as Falco gets within about 5 feet, this bubbling subsides and fades away, allowing you to talk normal. Make me dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Yep, you easily managed to step aside as Falco barrels straight past you, crashing into the weapons rack at the other end of the room. And the bubbles now fading completely, allowing you to talk normally.
What? What? Why would you tackle? I was asking for help.
Oh, he looks at fucking Reza and just shrugs his shoulders like, I didn't get that.
Reza just shrugs back at him and says, honestly, with Vanya, I really just go with the flow.
It's at that moment, Vanya, where you realise that this potion that you drank had contained some essence of wild magic, which, when activated, is quite random in regards to what it does. For this one, you were unable to speak for a minute. Whenever you tried, pink bubbles would foam from your mouth.
Sort of like the bubbles. Honestly.
I didn't. It didn't feel very good in my throat. It tickled.
Did you try to eat soap? I tried to do that once.
No. Was it? Did you feel like your mouth was refreshed afterwards, or was it a good experience? Was it just like
No.
this?
No, it was yucky.
Oh. Well, I made you something, Cypher.
Is it the bubbles?
No. The bubbles were something I had to endure to be able to make this gift for you, I think.
I don't get it.
Well, you know, like sometimes with magic you have to, or I think I might have remembered sometimes with magic you have to do some things to make things magical.
Magic takes things to work.
Sure, that sounds well put. Yeah,
You made something?
I did. I made something for you, Cypher.
It's magic?
I mean, I made something for all of you guys.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to show my appreciation for you guys, and you know, maybe you have this and you wake up next to it, like you sleep next to it, and you think of me whenever you wake up and you think, today is gonna be a good day because I know Vanya and she made this for me.
What colour sack would it be that you've made?
Lucius, what's Cypher's favorite color?
Ooh.
Soul.
Yeah, what color are souls? Oh, I think souls are
Purpley
like-
black?
Yeah,
Purpley black?
Like a purpley black, yeah.
Iridescent purpley black.
Alright. Do continue.
I mean, doesn't that sound like, wouldn't you just kind of start your day and just say, this is going to be perfect because I can just feel Vanya's, you know, positivity radiating from this item that I just slept with.
It's a bag.
But it's a special bag.
Is it a special bag that helps you sleep?
No, but I would think that it would be special to you, that you wouldn't want like anybody to just get it, so you would like sleep with it maybe? You don't have to sleep with it, it's just a thought.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
But if you want to, you can.
Okay.
So, as you hand over this purpley black sack to Cypher, Vanya, I'm going to be honest, it's not what I had planned if this had gone off as I thought it would. You disappointed me, but at the same time, you didn't. Cypher, what do you want to tell Vanya what her efforts entailed? Check your inventory.
Inventory.
Did it not turn out the way that I wanted it to?
No,
Should I go ahead?
definitely not.
Let me go ahead and tell you what I thought in character that it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So Cypher, she hands it to you. So this is a special bag that I made with love, and so it's for you to put your souls, like your mage souls, in for your chalk, and like you can put as many in there as you want, and it'll never get full.
Cypher puts his hand and he's like, not that much room in.
Wait, what do you, she takes it and she puts her hand in it. It's not getting any bigger. And it hands it back.
What's it?
Working. She's gonna take it and shake it again really hard.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Roll,
fuck.
roll me a D100, please. Cypher, take one of those things off. Oh, no. As you shake the sack. Oh, no. Roll me a D10, please, Vanya.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You could have stopped her.
Be right back while this happens.
Oh, no. You would all witness Vanya begin to wrinkle slightly. Only ever so slightly. Vanya, you feel roughly 4 years older.
Are you okay?
Yeah, my shoulder's hurting. Why are you guys all looking at me? Did I sleep wrong?
I mean, you got little, and he pokes your face, like at the sides of your eyes. He's like, you got little creases here now. They weren't there before. Is that what the bag does?
What? What? I just aged myself?
Yep.
Take it, Cypher. Take the bag. Take the bag. I don't want it.
Okay.
It's yours. It's your gift.
Okay, Cypher now thinks there's a bag that can make him get older.
But, so for everyone's benefit, what actually have you been... what has Vanya crafted?
A sack of random. A sack when heavily agitated has a chance to emit a surge of wild magic. It is a sack of bullshit.
Yeah, it's a sack that
How
has...
did you know?
It's got 3 charges of wild magic. One's been used.
2 charges of wild magic.
There are 2 charges remaining.
How'd you know that I was gonna agitate it?
I just made that. I'm like, well, this is that makes sense. You chose to take it off him and do it.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna use the robe of tongues.
Ah.
Well,
This is where-
she's
this is-
got
so
2
go on,
more
go on.
gifts to go. Oh, no, you go ahead.
I was about to say, this is where normally I could be like, oh, and here is what you could have won. But I'm just going to leave you guessing.
It could have been
I love
anything.
She's gonna turn to Reza now and hand her a handkerchief. Reza, and she's very like she's not gonna shake it. She's just gonna ever so gently put it in her hands. Reza, this is for you. My hope for this one was that it could remove any stain or blemish from your skin so that you don't look so dirty.
Roll me an Arcana check. Vanya. 15? That's respectable. I would say that you've managed to somehow imbue a rather basic form of prestidigitation on the handkerchief so that it can clean itself.
And it will forever stay clean. This handkerchief will. You know, you wipe your face, it comes off. It only works on skin, but it'll stay clean. Don't shake it just in case.
Is Reza there?
Reza. You ungrateful. No.
Good talk.
Okay, I'll leave you with that. I need to go find Desmond. I've got to get these things off of me. So she's gonna go find Desmond.
Which I would imagine Desmond's probably going to be in the basement, or at least in the undercroft.
Desmond will be in the undercroft.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Desmond is in the undercroft, and he has the suit of elegant plate mail just sitting out like it's in a chair, as if there were a mannequin in it, and he's just like looking at it and trying to compare his arms and everything, and just like see what it would like. He's just basically like sizing it up and trying to figure out how he's gonna fit into it.
In that case, a hold.
Oh, go ahead.
No, so I'm just going to bring us into the Undercroft chambers. Carry on.
Oh, Desmond, you look deep in thought.
Oh, just ever since we got this from the dwarf, I've been trying to figure out what I would need to do to wear at least this part of it. And he gestures to the chest piece and things. Keep in mind that this thing is designed for a dwarf, so it's if he were to, I don't know, he would look like I don't even know. It would look like a broom in a barrel, probably.
Yeah. Heads, legs poking out the bottom, probably at the elbows, would poke out of the out of the side of the breastplate.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could help you. If it was cloth, I might be able to take it in for you, but we're gonna have to find somebody for that. Desmond, do I look older?
Desmond's going to take a look. Are you going to see Antonio?
You look older, don't I? Desmond, will you go with me later sometime to go find some kind of magical cream or something to take these lines away?
Well,
I'm
are
gonna
you
need
sure it's
emotional
magic?
support.
I mean, people over time, they do look older. Are you sure it's magic?
I shook something and gave it to Cypher, and then my body hurt, and then he said that I had these wrinkles.
Well, maybe it'll wear off. Maybe.
Maybe.
I
maybe
don't know
if
how
I
this
can
works, but it doesn't
Can I
seem like
wash
magic lasts very long.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's temporary. Okay, I'm gonna take extra long on my facial regimen. I'll give it a
Yes.
few days. Yeah.
Hey, Rayvon.
Thank
And
you.
You can hardly notice the gray hairs.
Where?
Well, if I point them out, you're just gonna start seeing them, and it'll be in your mind. So best if I don't.
Okay, I'm not gonna look. This is not what I came down here for. It's okay. I'll figure something out. Okay. Desmond, I got you something.
Oh, really? What? Well, I have quite a few things. What do I need? What did you get?
I wanted you all to have something to something to remember me by, and then also to just kind of spark some kind of positive thought, and maybe whenever you're in a bad mood, just to think, Vanya gave this to me, and Vanya would want me to be in a stellar mood today. So I've been giving everybody a little gift. And so she's gonna hold out kind of this ribbon of material, and the intended use is for him to wrap it around his rattler, his destruction rattle. I don't know
Yeah.
what you call it.
Yeah.
To give him better grip so that he will not lose his weapon.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check, quick, Vanya. All right. Carry on. I'm going to sort something out and hand it to Desmond. Bear with me. So, over to you.
So
Well, you're giving
Desmond.
these things out. You just got a little bit older. I don't think that you have to be planning for like death or anything.
No.
Planning on going somewhere.
No, not at all. Like, I was hoping that you guys didn't intend that. No, I just want you to think of me regularly. And to change your mood. I'm not going. Did you hear? Am I going somewhere?
Well, I don't think so. But you never know, and it's just unexpected.
Oh, well, I just want to appreciate you all. But do you have your rattle beaten stick?
Yes, it's right over here. Then he just gestures over to one of the tables. The rattle is on it.
May I touch it?
But yes, it's just go for it.
Okay. So she starts wrapping this kind of ribboned fabric around the handle of it. Now, Desmond, this is supposed to give you just incredible grip when you put your hands on it.
Desmond, check your
Well-
inventory quick and just have a look at what's been added.
Oh.
It's nice, isn't it? Like, never will it slip out of your hand again. Well, I don't know if it ever had, but,
Oh. That
What?
that is interesting. I wonder if it can be used other ways. Like,
What do you mean?
so Desmond is going to go and find down in the Undercroft there are some of those gates that are like sealed
Mm-hmm.
and all that. So he's going to try to use this ribbon, like he's wrapped around, and try to like He'll see if he can like lift the grates, like that he would normally like lose his grip on while pulling. He's gonna see if he can just hold on to it. And start pulling on those.
You son of a bitch. Roll me a... Roll me a strength check. Plus... Okay. I'm going to change the wording of that. Okay, that's fine. So,
Well, and all right, so he's gonna start experimenting with this.
all right.
And it
Go
may
on.
or may not result in Krieger getting garroted with a ribbon.
All right, I've changed the wording. Have a read at your nearest convenience, and then you can let everyone know what it does.
Okay, so it seems to work quite well. It sounds right. It's much easier to get a hold of things.
So it worked?
Well, I'll be honest. I feel like I'm quite strong normally, but yeah, I think so. Yes. And it didn't make you grow wrinkles or anything.
Just Cypher's gift. Okay, well, I'm done with that for sure. It was too volatile. Let's just say this will be. I'll do gifts and favors next time.
What'd you get Garrett?
Oh, he got pants with a bunch of pockets.
But well, he does have a lot of things. So
Is it not? Do you not think that he'll like
what'd you make for yourself?
nothing? Did you get me anything?
I don't have money, so I didn't, but I'll see if I can think of something.
What, I mean, I don't expect anything in return. Was I supposed to make something for myself? Would I give gifts?
I don't know.
I don't, I think I think I'm done. I don't want to age anymore.
Well,
I probably need to research more before I do things like this.
well, it seems to work out pretty well for Cypher. Just trying things and... Speaking of which, I'll have to see him about more maintenance sometime soon. Well, thank you very much. I will put this to good use.
And she just kind of saunters off to find Garrett to give him his pants.
Fair enough. Shall we call a quick pee break?
Sure.
Reza, welcome back.
Yes.
You have an item from Vanya.
Oh, what? She gave it to me while I was AFK.
Yeah, we didn't know you were AFK.
Yeah, we didn't.
I said I would be right back.
Did you?
In voice
That was
chat,
the-
I did. Yeah.
Well, too
I'm
bad.
gonna. Regardless, you've got something interesting.
And Enders, I did miss the message on that. My bad. But Solution definitely made it.
And you also missed that Vanya aged before your very eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He punished me.
Vanya paid a price. Vanya paid the price.
And she's not happy, and she will never do it again.
Yeah, because that shit can't be reversed, yo. All right, we'll be right back.
I'm still here. I didn't go anywhere.
I too am still here.
I, 3, am still here.
I'd like to think that Reza was so offended by the item that she just completely ignored Vanya when she was giving it to her.
Complete shock, so she's catatonic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
But
Oh. So yeah, Reza, what were you given?
Handkerchief of cleanliness, and she was so offended that she completely ignored Vanya when she realized what it was.
Fair.
But she will
Fair.
be calling her grandma from now on.
Savage. All right. Vanya, anything further you wish? Are you back yet, or are you still? She's gone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's not something that I'm going to let her do all the time. It was just a thought. You know what? She's had the rough end of the stick for a while.
Thank you for making an exception for me. I will never do it again. But it is the holiday season.
It is.
She felt like giving.
Yeah, and again, you know, it could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot worse if you'd have rolled worse. You know, there's worse things like your hair completely falls out.
Welcome back, Randy.
You cast fireball on yourself. You know, you just shake this sack and it's boom.
Oh my
Annihilation all
God.
turns up.
Could you imagine if she'd have rolled a fireball and just blew the folly apart?
Then that whole remember me thing. Now Desmond's got her all like paranoid that like Garrett has some plans to get rid of her.
I mean,
Oh, I'm gutted you didn't cast. That would have been amazing. Just fucking fireball in the middle of the folly. All right. Anyway.
Fireball.
So with that, Vanya, you've got anything further you wish to add as you depart the Undercroft?
Nope, she's just out looking for Garrett now.
Garrett probably won't return till later on in the day, knowing him.
Garrett's
Might be
been
news,
there
but-
all along.
Has he? Oh shit!
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to leave it to you two then. I never know where he is.
Neither do I till the minute I think of it.
Love it.
So, in that case then, Vanya, as you begin to make your way up the stairwell into the basement and eventually back into the folly proper, Garrett, where are you at the moment?
I'm in the Undercroft.
Oh, you're in the Undercroft. God damn it.
I'm in the Thorny room.
Vanya, you see him briefly out the corner of your eye before turning to leave the Undercroft.
At this point, Vanya's a little stressed from her conversation with Desmond about potentially going somewhere, so she's pulled out snacks and is like kind of worried and is eating. Is like, Garrett, is that you? Garrett.
Of all the people in Nova Stoya, there's not many that can enter this area. So yes, it's me.
Earlier I couldn't speak. And then my conversation with Desmond, like, I could be seeing things. Is that funny to you?
And what you see at this moment is Garrett sitting on a bed of moss with shoots growing up out of the earth.
Garrett?
Blackthorns making almost like an arch over him.
Are you like laid on this bed of moss with like, one hand propped up under your head?
I'm seeing how structurally effective I can make this blackthorn. Bush.
Vanya gets closer. Oh, the stuff. It hasn't worn off yet. Garrett? And she's gonna touch one of the thorns.
It's thorny. It's
Oh!
sharp.
They're horrifically sharp. Yes.
These are real.
Of course they're real. I grew them.
They're like, are they in your body?
No, they're in the earth.
Oh, you're just laying on them.
Watch.
Are they coming out of your body?
Where is it? Harold. Spellbook. Boop. And a small shoot starts to grow up in a sort of spiral. And then tiny little thorns start growing and getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Am I aging right now with this?
I mean, we're all aging every second of a day.
Rosa's not.
No, but I aged incredibly fast earlier, and I feel like I'm watching this, and maybe I might be aging at the same time. Is this because of I shook Cypher's sack earlier.
You've done what to Cypher?
I shook his sack. That I made him.
As in a bag.
Yeah, like a
Not-
bag, a sack,
Okay.
things that you put things in.
Oh, oh.
And I shook it really hard because it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. And then look, Garrett. There's 3 lines right here, look. And she gets really close into his face. And then Desmond told me that I had gray hair. And then she puts her, like, her head, like, bends over into his face.
Oh, wrinkles. My mother had those. Of course, she was. She was about 1,000 years old when she got hers. So, are you 1,000 years old?
I'm not 1,000 years old. I just think I don't want to talk about it, okay? It didn't happen. Desmond said that magic wears off. It's gonna go away.
Well, you're the expert on magic.
I'm not gonna look into it. I'm gonna believe what Desmond said. Because that's the brighter outlook of it, right? Right? Just tell me yes. Tell me yes.
Yes. I
Thank you.
understand loads about magic. Yes.
Is this permanent? What is
What?
this?
This is
I-
the
is
black
it
thorn
real?
bush. Oh, yes, it's real. I caused it to grow.
Out of you?
No, I've already told you, out of the earth.
How do you get things to grow down here?
Well, my sister's a druid, and she taught me how to talk to plants and make them grow how I want them to.
What do they say to you?
Nothing. I tell them what to do, and they do it.
They don't talk back or tell you no or piss off or
Have you ever had a plant talk to you?
no, I'm not a druid. So you said that you talk to them.
Yes, I speak, they listen.
Do you give them words of encouragement? Do you use some of my phrases?
No.
I can give you some phrases for the plants that I think that would work.
I'll stick
Um,
with the words that my sister taught me, as she knows about these things.
Well, I mean, but I've got you could use things like who you are inside is what helps you make you and do everything in life and to grow rapidly. Be who you are.
Oh no, this plant's starting to wilt.
Okay, well, that's not why I'm down here. I'm sure it's not wilting because of what I just said. You know, maybe you could tell them nothing can dim the light that shines from within.
No, plants need light to grow, not the other way around. But
Can I come down here and talk to them and like motivate them sometimes?
I tell you what. And I cast Druidcraft again. And a small cutting comes off.
Okay.
And I scoop up some earth. Place the cutting in the earth. And focus the power, and the outer edge of the the earth, so almost solidifies, so it can be held. It's like, and now you have a plant of your own, and you can put that in your room, preferably in a pot, and talk to it to your heart's content. My gift to you.
A gift for you too. And you're the first person to give me a gift in return of my gift. You know what Desmond said earlier? It's just not true. Like, you're not going to get rid of me, are you?
Why would I get rid of you?
Well,
Have you done something to upset me?
I don't think so, but maybe I misunderstood Desmond, but he asked me if I was going somewhere. Anyways, Garrett, I have a gift for you too. I've worked really hard on these.
Okay.
And she pulls them out and holds them up. They're pants.
I've never seen trousers like these.
Yes, now hold on. There's pocket. And there's pockets within pockets, and then there's pockets on the side. There's pockets that are different sizes. Look, and she starts putting her hands in like all the different pockets. Some are deeper, some are wider. Here, just put your hand in this pocket right here. And then take it out and then put your hand in that pocket. And then feel the difference.
Yes, this one's a finger's width larger than the last one.
Yeah. Now put your hand in this pocket. This is the biggest pocket. Like it kind of
Waiting.
balloons out.
I'm waiting for something in one of the pockets to bite him.
Don't do it, Solution.
Yeah, so good. I'm so good.
This one, like I've put pleats and stuff in it so that it kind of balloons out. This is the biggest pocket. Look, my fist fits in it. Can you put your fist in it?
I put my fist in it and it fits.
And then look, I got like a little tiny pocket right here on the inside of the thigh, because you don't want big pockets on the inside of the thighs, because if you're walking, and you got something big in there, these are little tiny pockets inside the thighs, maybe like coins or something can fit in there. But I wanted to maximize the space.
These are lovely. Should I ever need to carry a multitude of small things, these will be just the job.
That was the intent. I'm so glad that you saw my vision. Try not to shake them, okay?
Okay.
I
But
don't
walking
know.
safe, is it?
Yes, walking is safe with them, but like I don't know. After I aggressively shook Cypher's sack earlier, I don't think I want to shake things.
Just stop it.
Garrett, do me a quick favour. Just have a look in your inventory.
Oh God.
What have you got, Garrett?
I've got pocketception pants. You add 1d4 to any deception stealth checks when being searched or trying to hide something that fits in a pocket. That's handy.
You want to go put them on, and show them to me? Like, do they fit good? Do I need to take them in?
Garrett just stands up, drops his trousers. Bangs his ears on. Garrett's 700 years old. He didn't give a shit.
I was thinking maybe you could go into another room, but okay, I'll look away.
Do they fit?
Also, buns of steel. Turn out of it.
Clink clang.
And they fit.
Thank goodness, because I was just eyeballing your measurements the other night, and thought that I got them right, and I'm getting better at this. All right, well, I will leave you to it. It's been a day. I'm gonna go relax in a chair for a minute and think about the day.
Well, thank you for this, and don't overwater that plant.
I won't. I'll talk to it every night. And then Vanya skitters off. You guys should have made me go last.
How do you follow up on that?
As Vanya comes back upstairs into the folly, she just overhears Reza talking to Falco at their table. She's like, Falco, one of the great things about my condition, I'm never going to age beyond what you see right now. 20 years old forever, Imagine that.
I mean, no need to imagine. I'm pretty certain, hopefully. I can see. Oh, she's back. Falco thumbs over his shoulder.
She hears it and she goes, and then just runs off to her room.
Oh. Shit. I think she overheard. Fuck.
Darn. That shame that, but this cloth will come in handy later, I'm quite certain.
Yeah, Stop myself from saying it. Okay, nope.
You're welcome.
Falco slyly smirks and just nods twice in response. Aye, I'm sure, sure it will.
I wonder if I have to wash the actual cloth or if it keeps it so clean.
I'm sure we can find out later. Hey.
Probably. You're right.
But it turns the parchment round to you, Reza. Push it in your direction, and it's just a list of the tasks. Is there anything else you can think of that needs to go on here, or are you good?
We should probably, it might not be a bad idea to gather everyone together for one more look through.
Oh, fucking meetings. God. Fucking
Listen.
talk. And that's just Vanya.
Well, she might not be at this one, considering she just sort of ran upstairs. Maybe if we're quick, we can grab Cypher, go downstairs, find the rest of them, and have a quick meeting with her.
Oh no, because I'm sure there'll be something that she needs, so we'll sort it later.
All right.
Well, in that case, then I'm gonna fuck off and do what I need to do, grab a few bits, make sure the rest of the lads are all right, and then I'll probably catch up with all of you for this meeting at some point. And then if you're free after, huh?
I'll think about it.
Of course. Falco offers you a wink, Reza, before standing up from the table, taking the parchment that he tucks into his belt, and begins to make his way towards the door. Next up, what's everyone doing?
Well, I will say that Reza has been sitting at the table after her failed attempt last session to go spread all this paperwork out downstairs, and she ran into a naked Desmond Kendall and Cypher. She's now sitting at Garrett's table by the fire with all these papers she gathered from Salim's cash bookcases, and just going through them.
All right. So this is in the Undercroft chambers, yeah? Or is this
Well, I was
in the folly?
thinking in the folly general, because like there's usually someone who works for the folly sitting there shuffling papers, so I'm imagining it's like a normal site for patrons.
Yeah. That either the central large ornate desk by the fire. No punters ever sit there, and also the corner of the room where you typically reside, Reza, is also a reserved spot. The vast majority of the punters know not to sit there.
Yeah, she'd be at the table by the fire right now.
Okay. So with this plethora of documents, parchments, and tomes spread out, you begin to pour through them. Is there anything in particular that you're wanting to know or looking for?
So she's looking for information about the cult that they kind of just disbanded and what any other connections they might have in the city. But she's also, I would imagine there's potentially some like magical knowledge shit in these things where she might think to herself, shit, Vanya would probably be interested in this. I should probably go get her and have a look at this with me.
So, granted, it would take quite a while, a fair few hours of you sat reading through. There are indeed...
yeah.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I'm just imagining this is her evening shift, and like she'll be there the whole evening going through stuff.
Okay. So, in regards to the Coven's activities, the vast majority of the piece of parchment that you... So they're filtered out into a pile of almost journal or diary entries, not just from Celine, but from, a multitude of members of the Coven. All of their research notes are in one stack. You've got then a much smaller stack that relates to his contacts or avenues of trade or what he was dealing in. And then last but not least, there are an even smaller stack just at the far end, which is potential magical information that Vanya would be interested in. As for the notes regarding what he and his coven had been up to, it seems he was mostly in the pursuit of arcane knowledge. He had members spread out mostly through lower streets and up north into the Polter district. But they did have a little bit of an arrangement with some of the majors far, far north in the Astoyan Arcanists Guild. They would smuggle out theses and various other parchments and research notes, occasionally magical items or reagents used in spells. No names given, but he does have a way into, from what you can gather, a way into the Arcanists Guild. So, things that may be rare and powerful, there is a chance that you may be able to acquire stuff through him and his contacts. On top of that, there is a multitude of links to various other rogue mage covens spread throughout Novostoya. Again, none of them seem to have actual names attached to them. It's more likely, lead researcher of Coinflow District Coven, or head arcanist of the Lantern Coven. None of them seem to give any actual names, locations, or descriptions. It's very much quite secretive.
Does anything sound like the list of groups that Valentina shared with us the evening prior? Can I make any connections there?
Not really. Apart from perhaps there is a coven in Malmstown. that have been asking for a few interesting reagents, most of that of living creatures, and not so much, not people, but things from either the forest or from deep underground. Stuff that's either aberration in nature, fae, fiend, anything that's odd, different, and unique.
Gotcha. Okay, so she's just gonna organize the pile of information, assuming they're all gonna have a conversation at some point, and then like, she'll present what she's found, and then maybe tomorrow she'll go through the potentially magical shit with Vanya.
Okay. Anything further you wish to do at this moment in time, Reza?
No, honestly, that's the whole rest of her day, pretty much. While the folly is open.
Okay.
Keeping an eye on shit while going through paperwork.
All right. The rest of you. So next up, Cypher, Garrett, anything else you're doing, or Desmond?
I am going out.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah.
All right, Garrett.
Steady on.
I am going into Market Row.
Okie dokie. So, having
In your cargo.
with your new MC Hammer pants in tow, you begin to make the short journey through lower streets, eventually arriving at Market Row. At this point, just shimmying down the road to the side like a MC Hammer. Yeah, granted, the rains are still pouring. The cobble's slick, and the vast majority of the people have either got some form of cloak over their head or makeshift umbrellas, be it out of linen or leather. Some have even just got, a couple of strips of wood on a stick and are holding it above their head as they traverse the streets. Stop. Garrett time. That's funnier than it should be. Eventually, though, Garrett, you do make your way through the multitude of arches and overhead buildings into Market Row.
And I've got a particular place in mind.
Okay.
I'm going to see Dwayne.
All right. Excuse me. So as you begin to make your way through the waterlogged and somewhat dour crowds of Market Road, you eventually make your way to the wooden spike. At this point, though, as you approach Dwayne's store, there is a large sign that has been nailed to the front door. The sign reads, "Moved up road."
I know exactly where she's going. Well, Lee knows exactly where she is. Garrett, not so much.
I think Garrett does, though.
Desmond told you?
He did, yes.
Did he give all of the details?
Yes, he gave Garrett the details when he gave him the money.
Oh yeah,
Gave
so he did.
him the gold.
Yeah.
So, just very briefly, as you look around the store, you glance through the windows and see that the interior of Dwen's store, the Wooden Spike, is now piled high with materials. Any sort of open space previously used for browsing or trying to navigate through the store has now just been... It almost looks through the window like a warehouse. Or a storeroom.
Now, where was that little gnome situated? And I just grab one of the local children that are running around in
Yep.
the market square.
As
Where's
you...
Gwen?
Oh, what you? I've not done anything, I swear. Oh, Dwen.
Yeah, where's Dwen?
The small urchin points further up the road. Well, it's, you know, the old, what's it called? That old store where that gnome smelled and had all the horrible musky stuff and trash out. So, you know, she's up there now.
Oh, well done, you. It's very cold and wet out here, isn't it?
It is, sir, it is.
Why don't you go and get yourself something warm to eat? And I put a coin in the child's hand and just stroll off up the road.
The child's eyes go wide at this coin given, and immediately you see just him shoot off towards one of the side gutter entrances to the sewers, with this coin held high. A few other faces pop out from the sewers and look, and also their eyes go wide in astonishment. Meanwhile, as you continue down Market Row, you eventually reach the location of... was it Farbrook's General Store?
It was.
Mhm.
Yeah, past tense.
Past tense. At one point used to be Farbrook's General Store. Now, all of the trash and scrap that had accumulated at the front of the shop has been completely cleared out. A wooden railing, still roughly hewn together, but expertly so. Almost like a small perimeter fence adorns the front of the store. The previous sign that said Farbrook has now been completely removed, and a nicely engraved sign that says the Wooden Spike sits above the door. At this, Dwen's store has grown considerably. Her small, ramshackle and stuffed shop from before now completely different.
My. The new, larger empire of Dwen.
The half-orc woman turns around, flashing her tusks in a grin. Well. I dare say, this place is much sturdier, bigger. Though, granted, it certainly took an awful lot of clearing out. Should have seen the place. It was awful. Shit and trash everywhere.
Yes, his way of storing things was eclectic, to say the least.
Don't use big words like that. It was fucking shit, and you know it, Garrett.
Yes, I came in once and had to wipe my feet on the way out. It was awful.
No, I can honestly say that you're well, Desmond's work was very much appreciated. I got this at a bargain price.
Yes. So he told me, and here I am with a opportunity for you to recuperate some of your expenditure.
With that, Dwen sits down at a desk and just motions over to the other side to a simple stool.
Well, before we can do that and start talking business, care for a drink?
Love one.
Dwen takes a iron kettle that's been heating over a few coals and begins to pour hot water, followed by a small linen bag containing, a mixture of herbs. It's a straight up herbal tea. Having done that, she stirs it a few times, offers one cup to you, and takes the second for herself.
So, you come with a business proposition or something, I guess?
Well, you know that my friends and I are now the sole proprietors of the Folly.
Sole proprietors of the Folly. That, you're top dog now. Let's not beat around the bush with, the old flowery words, Garrett. We've known each other for long enough now.
And that's why you're the only one in Market Row I trust with this information.
Dwen rubs her chin and nods.
Okay. Go on. You've got my attention.
While clearing out the lower levels, we discovered some rooms. And one of those rooms we thought we could make a tidy profit from.
Tidy profit. You're going to rake it in, aren't you? I can see that little glint in your eye. All right.
Have you
What do you need?
ever been to a fighting arena?
I haven't, but I dare say looking at the odd brawl in the streets certainly entertains me, so if you're planning to open one... I see where you're going to bleed me my money from. But if I'm betting, that'll cost me. And you came here with a proposition, so please, go on.
Well, the building is all there, but the woodwork, the fixtures and fittings are all a bit on the rotten side and need replacing by a skilled artisan.
Okay. I can certainly see about doing that. How big of a room are we talking?
Are you free for a trip to the Folly?
I don't know all of the sales that I would lose from closing. It would be...
A pittance to what you will earn from this endeavour.
Dwen just grins widely, nods in response.
All right, I'll close up. Give me a few moments just to finish what I need, and I'll join you.
Marvellous, I will finish this fine tea while you do so.
Fine. You're so full of shit, you know that.
With a grin, Dwen downs the herbal brew, scatters the ceramic cup to the side, and goes to just finish off sorting the last few bits and pieces in the back, leaving you on your own for a moment, Garrett. All right. Doesn't take long for Dwen to tend to whatever affairs she had, and eventually she returns. As you both depart, she locks the store up, and you hit Market Row, making your way through the crowds in the pouring rain. Is there anything in particular you wish to do on the way back, or is it just a straight shot to the Folly?
Straight shot to the Folly.
Straight
Gwen's
shot
a
to the
busy
Folly.
woman. You don't want to take up too much. of her time.
Absolutely.
And no one's going to get in our way. Half orc
No.
and me walking at full speed
No.
down Market Road.
Yeah, I mean, Dwen herself is an absolute unit of a woman. No one's messed with her in many years, and those who have potentially thought they could get one over on her have been swiftly taught otherwise. She's the type of orc to or half orc to grab someone collar and waist and toss them out of the door. Anyway, with the shots through Market Row, lower streets into the Folly, I guess you're heading to Undercroft.
We are.
All right. You begin to make your way down the basement. Eventually, in fact, you know what? Let's bring us into that one there. Eventually into the chambers of the Undercroft. As Dwen steps down and begins to look around, she...
This is, quite the space you've got down here.
Yes, it's like it was made for a fighting area. And through there's a bar, or it was a bar. It needs a touch up and fresh drinks putting in.
Well, you do know that such carpentry and woodwork is very thirsty business.
Oh, yes. I guarantee there'll be ample refreshments. We're going to hire some out-of-towners for the more menial tasks of clearing rubble, shoring up the walls, clearing the other entrance. But what I need from you is where the invited guests will be basing themselves. And the seating area around the fighting pit itself.
So, are you wanting, nicely engraved benches, or just something that will hold the weight for now? If you're just wanting me to renovate the place, get all the woodwork, the new chairs, new tables, a new counter,
and she touches, not so much touches, but breaks a plank off of the the old rotten bar, holds it up towards you, Garrett. If you're just wanting new... Oh, God. Oh, sorry about that. And benches around the arena, then a week, maybe 2. But if you're wanting them nicely embellished with all the engravings and something a little more, then easily talking a month, if not more.
I'd like it to be nice. Not because we're going to try and cater for the more well-to-do clients rather than the average person off the street. It's got to be someone that can afford to be here, and they will expect a better class of area.
So, how about I just shave the edges down to make them... Well, so you don't get splinters up your arse when you're sent down. Just a start. Just get it, done, and then over time I can work on some few pieces that are a little bit more... a bit more artistic flair.
Perfect. And it goes without saying, once we're up and running, there'll always be a table for you.
I'm sorry, did you say table and a tab behind the bar? That was... Oh, Garrett, you are so kind and generous. I appreciate it.
You will strip me to the bone, madam. But yes, you
All right. Well, in that case,
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
supply me the wood. I'll do it for free.
Marvelous.
On the condition, of course, that if there's anyone who is useful, I have a few errands myself that I could do with running. If you could send them my way.
Marvelous. Do you know Falco?
Oh, the little twig of a man. I could break him in half.
He does have his uses, and he does do a lot of the more administration work for me.
Does he just
if
eat
there's anything you
vegetables? Is that is he just some sort of, if he's a little administrative little bitch, then does he just nibble on the old turnips, the root veg every now and again?
Would you believe he's actually kind of useful in a fight? He stood side by side with us a few times, and he's still breathing.
Well, must be something.
But if you ever need anything and I'm not around, just give a note to Falco, and he'll put it on the board of jobs for
Board of jobs. So if I ask for some sort of, vegetable wood, I guess it'd go on there, right?
More like we're going to be taking on independent contractors for jobs that I'm not going to lie, either beneath us or we don't have time to do.
I mean, that's fair.
Go over to from point A to point B and pick up something and bring it back. Those sort of jobs. So
Yeah,
if
of
you need
course.
wood or stone or a
Well,
particular fur or ore, we'll send out some
perhaps,
people for it.
perhaps then, if you're wanting a nice countertop, I know there's a small grove that I heard of down in the old Stillborn Forest that has some rather old trees. Granted, I'm not sure the stability there, probably corrupted as all fuck, but at least the cores would be pleasant if you're... That's not a problem. You can have a sort of a black willow bar counter. I'll make it look nice, engrave it.
That sounds like a marvelous idea.
All right. Well, if you get someone who's somewhat curious or needs a bit of work, a bit of strength on them to fell a tree, then send them my way, and I'll get that done for you.
Certainly. We have a deal.
Dwayne extends a hand towards you, Garrett.
I extend mine, expecting the bone-crushing handshake.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. In fact, I completely forgot to put Dwayne's portrait up. Yeah, as Dwayne grips your hand, she gives it a good old squeeze, to the point where you start to slightly wince from it, and just as she lets go.
Well, in that case, then, I dare say that's a done deal. Pleasure as always, Garrett, and if I may say so, what a nice place you've got here. Quiet, secluded, with a lot of potential.
Very much so. And I know I don't need to say this, but we'll keep it between us until we're ready to launch.
Keep what between who now, Garrett?
Exactly. Well done.
Dwayne pats you, not so much pats, but grabs hold of your shoulder, Garrett, and squeezes once again. Quite tight, but eventually she begins to make her way down the chamber. You do notice that for a brief moment she seems to just eye up the lower bar in the fight, you know, or at least what you can see. And you get the impression she's just currently measuring up, or at least counting on what's required in regards to tables, chairs, so on and so forth.
May I ask a question of the DM?
You certainly may.
Are they gonna be? Did they walk in and out through the tap room?
Absolutely, yeah.
So Reza would have shouted at Dwen, "Hey, can I talk to you before you leave?" So before Dwen leaves.
Yeah. On the return, is that you done, Gary?
Yeah.
Is there anything you wish to...
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah? Alright, we'll circle back around. So, leaving you, or as you escort her at least, just back to the bar. In the folly, Dwen emerges from the kitchen. In her hand, she has a large, stale breadstick.
Here we go. You wanted me?
It's real quick, and it'll save me a trip.
And that Francis also barges out behind her, waving a ladle towards Dwen. Oh, that's fucking blue, my fucking kid.
Francis, you really want to fight Dwen over a breadstick? Is that what you're saying?
I mean,
I thought you had a greater sense of survival than that.
Dwen just pats Francis on the head.
Oh, don't mind him. He was in the process of putting this in the soup, and I thought, I'd tasty.
She pokes the breadstick in Francis's face, and he just looks towards Dwen and then to you, Reza, with a dejected expression. Fine, I guess I'll find something else. Some bread, I guess. Maybe some sort of... Like it, I'll put a log in there. Hoisting his trousers up, Francis just steps back into the kitchen.
So, you wanted me for something, dear?
Dwen leans down, resting an arm on his shoulder.
Reza braces herself. She pulls out the small hand crossbow that was inside the chest that they had, and she kind of holds it up and she's like, "This came with one bolt in it, but I'd like to order probably maybe 20 more. Do you think, is that something you can do? I think that's smaller than a normal crossbow bolt."
Oh, no, I can't. Oh, I can't. Of course I can fucking make those.
Hey,
That's
sorry,
easy.
bad phrasing. I've heard. It's been a day with Vanya, okay?
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry.
Well, no, and with that, she just jostles you in the ribs slightly. I'm only giving you grief, don't worry. Well, considering I've just been given quite the lucrative contract, I'll drop by the store later. I'll give you. In fact,
She looks over the crossbow.
let me take this bag with me. This is rough.
Oh. Sure, you think you can spruce it? Well, no, I know you can spruce it up. But,
She pats you on the head.
Swing by
Thanks,
later.
Ben.
I'll get this thing neatened up a little, firing a little straighter, and I'll throw you 40 or so with the old bolts in.
Lovely. I'll be by tomorrow, so no much. I've got a paper project here I'm trying to get through. It's been awful.
There is an easier way of doing the paperwork, you know.
Yes, but this is actually important, so I can't burn it yet.
Dren was already moving her finger to point towards the fire as you said that.
Great minds. All right, well, in that case, I'll Swing, I'll see you in the, tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Pleasure is always, Dwayne.
She wanders off with this breadstick in hand, chomping through it before exiting the folly. And you would know that she seems to be in a much better mood, almost radiant. Perhaps the increase in premises space along with a lucrative deal has brightened the orc up. Who knows? So,
Thank you for letting me tag on to that, Garrett.
No problem. Two birds, one stone, after all.
And that Francis pokes his head out and looks, yeah.
Yes, Francis.
We're running out of
How
bread.
may I assist you?
We're going to
We're
bread
out of
land.
bread.
That bitch took the last iron bread sneak. I mean, I was thinking of using wood, but can we get some sawdust and so, pad the soup out with sawdust, maybe?
Well, I have never been happier that I don't have to eat food to survive. Good luck with that, Garrett. And she kind of pats Garrett on the shoulder and goes back to her paperwork.
Add
With
that
that-
to the jobs list.
With that headache, I'm going to call a quick BRB.
More coffee!
More drink, more pee, and yeah, we'll see what Desmond and Cypher have been up to when we return.
Strap in.
Strap in. Yeah, I'm not going to ask you to solve the bread issue, Garrett. Oh, all right, we'll be right back. Fruity, I hope you enjoyed me trying to fit that in, buddy. That was a difficult one, you bastard. Also, it's good to see you, man. Yeah, the old portraits makes a nice change, just something slightly different to the usual static-looking faces. Anyway, on that note, I am out of alcohol. We will be right back. This is where I'm hoping I've got Kraken still. I
You
have.
out?
No. No.
I'm definitely not. I got 2 for Christmas.
Or you're
know.
needing to slow down?
I've got alcohol for Christmas, but and I have got a coffee Kraken in the cupboard. I was just hoping I had a little bit left of the standard, which we do. So
The basic.
basic Kraken. Basic. So we'll top that up. Let me mute up for a second. I want to crack this can open.
Okay.
I'm back.
We like to
Welcome
hear
back.
that.
Oh, in that case then.
I gotta go use the
Just-
bathroom.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Cheers, chat.
Yeah, I'll be right back again.
I mean, I called it BRB for a reason. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I done number 3 on the alcohol, and
Oh.
I'm gonna stop there so that I don't. What's the thing that I do? Not return.
Puke in sinks.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Oh yeah, or just disappear.
or just
Yeah,
disappear.
yeah.
I mean, I'm glad
Yeah,
you
that's
sort of
right.
carried that on because you said I can't. Your words then were, oh, I just did number 3. Oh, I beg
Wait,
your
what
pardon?
is a number 3?
Well, that's what I was about to ask you, John.
Okay. I was like, is that a thing? What is that? Is it a combination of 1 and 2? I don't know.
Who knows? Yeah.
Bastard.
Yeah.
That's
So,
it. That's,
Yeah, so
that's
Raybon-
good because I have done
Ra-
that.
oh, she has. There has been times where we've heard her, oh, I'll be right back.
She didn't come back.
And she never came back.
They had to contact my husband to ask what was happening,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yeah, she's in bed right now." That hasn't happened in a very, very long
It
time.
hasn't. It's not happened during Pariahs, I don't think.
And I'm not trying to make it happen during Pariahs. So.
No. But,
Put it into context.
go on.
That happened when Frank was still a paladin.
It did.
Holy shit.
Back for real. What's holy shit?
So I've corrected my actions, is what that is.
Mm-hmm. On the topic of sort of campaigns, we've been... In fact, since we're taking a very brief break, a bit of trivia for everyone. We have been... streaming... How long was it? Where did I put that?
Oh,
It was
The
in
time.
Pariahs, right?
yeah, it was in Pariahs. It was not too long ago.
Scroll past the memes, past Jump's bullshit, past the
Wait.
cookies, past more memes.
More memes, yep. Oh
More
my
jumps bullshit.
god.
I do put a lot of bullshit in there, don't I?
So,
Oh, there we go.
There we go, I've got it.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
Pariah's total playtime so far, if we added all of the streams and sessions together, comes to 5 days, 8 hours and 37 seconds, plus the 2 hours and 4 minutes we've been going so far. So yeah, we've been at this a while now. This campaign doesn't feel like that.
Just a drop in the ocean.
Drop in the ocean. Not kidnapped by goblins. All right, I guess we're all back.
Indeed.
Indeed.
So, Desmond and Cypher. I guess who's going with what with you two?
Yes.
I guess I'll go because I kind of have to come to Desmond, right?
Seems right.
No. Yeah, so Cypher with his collection of goodies and his new bag of don't fucking shake it, just in case.
Sack.
With his sack of chaos.
Oh, no, the sack. A sack of chaos. I mean, it's not any better. He's got to wander down into the Undercroft after dealing with fucking whatever that was with Vanya. And he'll go hunting for Desmond.
All right. Desmond, where does he find you? What are you up to?
Well, upon approaching the area where Desmond normally is, he's not sizing up the armor where he had been most of the morning. Instead, he is moving. You hear him kind of straining, and he is in the back of the undercroft. Just basically, he has this ribbon, like this piece of basically it looks like a big ribbon that he has wrapped around random things like I don't know what you'd call them, but like the metal rings that are like in the basement on the wall, like for securing things, stuff like that. And he's trying to see basically how much he can pull and see if he can. Yeah, he's basically just probably going to break things, trying to pull things with this ribbon to see what he can do with it.
Oh, asking me all the hard questions. All right, you two converse for a moment while I do some quick maths and see what I can
Okay. Something like that.
work out with
What are you
this.
doing?
Vanya gave me this ribbon that's supposed to make it harder to lose my weapon if it's wrapped around the hilt, so I'm trying to see if I can use it to get a better grip on other things.
Oh yeah? How's it going? Is it working?
It is going pretty well, and I have ideas. I have ideas for what I can do with it. Like, there's this merchant in the Coinflow district that I could put this around his neck and just throttle him. Because I don't know if the guards would be very keen on letting me pass with a weapon.
Oh, I mean... Like, how strong is it? What you been pulling?
So,
Right
at
around
that,
the gate.
you can probably carry safely or use about 300. So the weight of 3 average people. Any more than that, and you can hear or feel the threads slowly starting to tear. So about 300 pounds.
All right. Well. So yes, there are limits, but okay. So yeah, he'll do stuff like wrap it around something and then just like grab directly hold of it rather than pulling on the ribbon itself. And it seems to work pretty well. I'll have to tie it around the handle of the rattle. Well, so what brings you down here? I thought you would be up above.
I bought some things, and I thought we'd start the first stage of maintenance.
Oh yes. Probably do that somewhere open. All right.
Yeah. You drag a table or something in the middle?
I can. Yes, I can. All I have to do is find one and I can do that. So Desmond will grab, because it doesn't have to be very large. He's just going to grab something that's about like 3 or 4 feet off the ground, however,
Sure.
and just pull it into an open area. And he'll kind of get rid of, take what little he has on him at the time off and kind of lay on it. And all right, so what is? I don't know much about the magic part. Is it like runes or?
A little bit. So I'm gonna have to do some drawing on you, and I gotta make something first. Is that okay?
Oh yes.
Okay. So Cypher pulls out a dagger, pulls out
Okay.
a bowl, slashes his hand, starts letting his blood go into the bowl, and then he reaches into his new sack of fucking don't shake it, pulls out a handful of fucking black ash, puts it in the bowl with his blood and starts mixing it. And I make a paste.
Take a point of slashing damage.
1 point of slashing damage.
So with this black paste in a bowl, continue.
And he pulls out like a paintbrush, like a very fine paintbrush.
Okay.
Like just dips it in and then slowly, like he's got like loads of stuff set out. So he's got a bag full of things that make jinking noises. You'll find out what they are later on. And then he's got the huge tome set up. So he's like copying what's on the tome and just retracing intricate runes and drawing them on Desmond. But when he asked the coroner, he's like, it says here that you got to do it on all the organic parts, and he just said yes. And Cypher was like, okay, so all the extra parts that are grown on Desmond need this too. So he's had to kind of modify some to do the extra organic parts that are start to grow within Desmond. I'm guessing joints, sinew, tissue, stuff like that. So he's like, oh well, I guess I got to do them all now. He did say all the organic parts, so all the organic parts it is. And then after it probably takes him a good hour to get it done. And every time Desmond moves, he's like, stop. Stop. Just lie down.
How's it looking on your end, Desmond?
Well, Desmond he's able to lie still, but he keeps on like trying to look and see what's happening. And so that results in, a little bit of shift here and there. But it won't take very long for him to get done. It's just like, well, I just want to see, because after all, if this leaves a mark for a long time, I would like to know what's causing it. So if there's any kind of runes, I'll know where they came from.
Oh, okay. Is there a mirror down here?
Only the one that lets you see through things, probably.
Fucking no good.
It's all right. I'll just hold still. It'll be fine.
Well, you kind of look like it, and he shows you the diagram. You kind of look like that, but with some extra bits here, and he points where he's put the extra embellishes.
I see. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Now that's done. Now we can begin, okay?
Certainly.
Okay. Right. So, side effects may include blindness, deafness, temporary, of course, nausea.
I think I have that one. Intermittently.
Well, maybe this will fix that. And he rhymes off a bunch of other ones. And he goes, well, they're just temporary. You'll be fine.
Did I hear death in there?
Cypher closes a grimoire. No.
All right, well, all right then. Let's get on with it.
All right, cool. And then he opens up the bag of jingly things, and it's a bag full of crystallized souls.
Dear God.
What have you done?
I
What
stole
have
them
you
all.
done?
He stole it all 15.
Oh shit! All right, in that case, So
I was told I could take whatever I need to commit the spell. So I did.
Of course you did.
All right.
Before you do that, hang on.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a roll from a certain someone
See if he noticed.
to see if he noticed. I'm gonna roll this publicly, just so I don't cheat.
Yeah, he knows.
All right, 37. Whether or not he cares is a different story, but all right. So let me find those. I'll add them to your inventory later. I've got to go through shit. So you got 15.
Not for much longer. As he grabs out 5
Okay.
and eats them whole. Like his mouth elongates, and you see them just go down his gullet as he slowly eats them. Ready?
Sure. Yes. Just
Perfect. And he puts his focusing crystal in his eye socket.
Okay.
And starts focusing and chanting. And the runes that have been etched on Desmond start glowing shiny. And 6 huge arms like come out of Cypher's back. Big spindly shadowy things, each with a big needle. And as he's chanting, they start just sewing the runes, like tattooing
Yep.
into Desmond, but each one is with magical essence. So it's like a big magical shock, like a driving that fucking essence home. And it goes on. It's a ritual, so it lasts about an hour-ish, maybe a little bit less,
Okay.
before the what he's ingested is run out, and then Cypher's like,
Mika, how you feel?
okay. So these arms are going to work, and it's like stabbing these float magic looking needles. Basically, it I imagine it is looking like a just like a light show. But so when they get done, you ask him how he's feeling, and Desmond basically his back arches like he's being pulled up off the table, and like a full bridge, and he comes up just slightly off the table from it, and before plopping back down with a loud thud. And it, and Desmond sits up, and as he does it, he's not moving like normal. You can see that all the areas where you had marked on the joints where the organic material was coming through, it seems like it has retreated, so it's not you don't see any of the fleshy parts really, and there's the faint glow of where the all the markings were made. And when he's moving, it's almost like he's moving with the joints leading, like the elbows, the shoulders, and everything. So his head doesn't quite sit straight up; it's slightly to the side, and he's looking at you. Well, something feels a little bit off. Just who knows? Maybe it'll fade like most magic seems to, but for at least a while, I feel weird.
okay.
And he props himself up, and his elbows are kind of up higher than they normally are, not like a full-on T pose, but his elbows are up. And as he hops off the edge of the table, it's almost like he is lifted up and set down, and he just looks at you. And as he starts walking over to his stuff, like his knees, and basically it's like he's doing high knees the entire way, and his elbows are out to the side and up, and his head is just lolling back and forth.
Pretty much like almost like a puppet or a doll. Just,
Yeah, like a marionette.
Yeah.
The entire way, and so he's just got this really weird gait, and he's like a lot slower than normal because there's a lot of side to side motion. Every time one side goes forward, the other side has to go up and back. Like everything is completely like a seesawing motion. Like one side goes up, well the other one goes down. One side goes up, the other one goes down, and like he teeters forward. Like when he goes to grab his stuff, instead of bending over to do it, it's like he completely sways forward, like almost like without bending at the knees. He just
That's nightmare.
somehow
Michael Jackson
goes
leans forward.
exactly. Yes, he just like and starts grabbing his stuff up very awkwardly, and he just puts on his the shirt and pants that he was wearing before, but very like even that, it's just it takes a little bit longer than it should, and it just looks weird.
So, on top of that, with the work that's been done by Cypher, as you begin to gather your belongings in this incredibly artificial manner, Desmond, your body feels like it's drawing in energy from the nearby atmosphere. You get a sense that the shadows that were tattooing you, for a brief moment, the energies, the shadow, the necrotic energies that Cypher uses, were almost being drawn into your being. If you want to just check your character sheet spell book very quickly. There is a new bonus that has been imparted upon you due to the maintenance.
All right. Yes. Yes.
Make sense?
Yes. Makes sense.
I think that, would you say, thematically fits as well?
It does. Yep. That. Yep.
All right.
And so Desmond is for the time being, he is walking around much like he's on strings. And just, well, suppose we should go and see what the others are up to.
Yep.
After all,
Yeah.
we're done here.
Yep. Lead on. Seth was just following a slight distance back.
This almost goose-stepping looking child.
Well, yes, but also his eyes are completely open, and his teeth are completely revealed while he's doing this. Like it's just like full. And he just starts toddling towards the stairs to go up. And as he starts ascending the stairs, it's almost like he's not really stepping on the stairs. It's almost like he's being lifted up to the step next stair, and then the next stair. It's like it's really weird to look at, and in this current state, he's giving a very strong, like, uncanny valley vibe to anyone who's looking at him.
I mean, Cypher, you're used to weird shit, but this is
Yeah. I'm like,
this is different.
he's not dead though, so Cypher's like, I take this as a win.
it is pretty much a Desmond suit or a Desmond puppet. Yes, in fact, to be honest with you, that's kind of what he is.
He is a Forsaken puppet. Yes,
He is, yeah.
powered by part of the soul and biological material from a Forsaken child. So yes.
Yeah, that's fucking awful. You are the last remaining remnants of a child infused into a puppet's body. I love this campaign. So, with this marionette-esque gate up the stair into the basement and eventually into the folly, I would say at this point it's probably mid to late evening. Is there anything anyone else wishes to do, or is this the time for everyone to meet up?
I have nothing.
I have just one more thing, but we can
All right.
do that when we meet up because I've got to ask Garrett. Anyway.
Okay. So with Reza,
What?
Were we gonna do our thing, or are we gonna wait?
It might happen. It's
Okay.
gonna, yeah. We let it happen organically.
Okay.
scared.
Should be.
Okay. Later on that evening, as you all, at this point, I would imagine Vanya, Reza, Garrett, Falco. I guess you want Falco there for this discussion.
Yes, because he had a question.
Yep. Is there any other of the staff that you would want present for this?
I don't think so.
So, with that then, you're all gathered around the rear table, just out of earshot of the vast majority of the punters and customers of the Folly. You would all notice an almost mechanical visage of Desmond making his way out of the kitchen, followed by Cypher. At this, a lot of the customers will also look at Desmond with a bit of an arched brow. The odd comment of, "Oh, okay, he's pissed, look at him. He's fucking, look at that, he's walking a little twat." Eventually, Cypher, Desmond, you'd make it towards the table at the back, towards the back of the room. Here, Garrett, Falco, Teresa, and Vanya are sat.
Desmond, my ribbon didn't do that to you, did it?
No, I don't think so. I think that this is something. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's
It'll all
temporary.
be fine.
I think.
Like my lines, yeah.
Looking good,
Yes.
Bruni.
They're fading already.
Oh
Thank
God,
you.
he's gone blind.
And so Desmond is going to go over to one of the seats and prop himself up. Basically, just it's almost like he just is lifted up and sits down on the thing. And as soon as he sat on it, his arms just go completely slack, just like lifeless. And he's just sitting upright, and his head's lolled a little bit to the side, looking around the table at people.
Big old bug eyes.
And yeah, bug eyes, mouth open. He looks a bit like a nutcracker.
Falco just looks towards you, Desmond. Hey, are you alright, champ?
I'll be fine. I just have to shake. I think it's like the lingering taste of souls.
I'm not gonna lie. You look like fucking nightmare fuel at the minute, and I'm not sure I'm gonna sleep tonight. All right. With that, Falco turns his gaze away from Desmond. So
Desmond's gonna keep looking at Falco. Just stare at him.
Falco makes a point of not looking towards you, Desmond. So, business, hey?
Yes, I believe you had a question, Falco. Was there anything else we needed to add to the list?
Oh, right, yeah, of course. He casts a glance back towards you, Desmond, recoils in horror for a moment before producing the parchment from his jacket. Right, oh, shit. Right. So, you may or may not have noticed there's a, and he points towards the entrance to the folly. There's a notice board over there. Haha, that's got a few jobs listed. I've passed word around to a few associates that'll go down the street. I've got George, Errol, and a few turning away the absolute miscreants, those who are worthless and shit for brains, so we'll only be getting those who've, you know, got at least half a brain cell. Is there anything else that you all, or anything that anyone wishes to add to the notice board before we release the floodgates as such?
Oh, go ahead.
No, fuck it. Go on, fuck Vanya. Go on. You just spoke first. Go on.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, look at Reza. Maybe some fine fabrics, but I don't know if I trust that with anybody but myself.
All right, lingerie, nice lacy fabrics. Consider it done. I will add that to the list.
Okay, we'll see what
What's
they
lingerie?
come back with. But I feel like I'm probably gonna have to go out and source my own fabric. A lot of things clashes with her skin tone. What, Cypher?
What's lingerie?
I think it's like, you know, what you wear under your garments. And it's
Under?
frilly and... Yeah, under your wares, maybe?
Reza's just sitting there with this big innocent look at her face, staring at Vanya like, I am so interested in the answer you're gonna give to this right now.
Cypher looks under, he's like leather armor?
No, like, you know,
Leather, now that's an idea.
that make
Falco
it
gets kicked under the table.
like,
Sorry,
you
go on,
know,
Vanya.
when you take your overwears off, what do you have under your wares?
Skin, if
Nothing.
you're fortunate.
You're just letting your skin touch your overwears and not protecting them?
You
Well,
can't very
well,
well
leather
take your
armor.
skin off.
Yeah.
Wait, Desmond's taking skin off? What?
Well, I said you can't take your skin off, can you?
No, that's why you need to have like multiple layers to cover your sensitive bits, right?
Look, I got my pants. Look, trousers. And then I got my shirt. And then I got my leather.
But
and then I
what
got my
do
jacket.
you have under those wares?
Skin.
Oh, Falco, maybe put times 10 on there. We're gonna need to create everybody some lingerie.
No. No,
No,
Vanya.
no.
No.
All right. No. Do you know what? I'll let you source the linen and the fabrics for whatever little project you've got. All right, I'll because I think that the people I employ are not gonna have a damn clue on exactly what we're gonna need. So, Vanya.
I would agree.
Yeah, that's so. You just see Falco just with a charcoal pencil scribble out the last note on the parchment.
Yeah, because they would get something real scratchy, and we don't need that distraction.
So, naught of fabrics. Damn shame, but it is what it is. All right. Any other jobs or ideas or anything that we need that you fuckers don't want to do yourself?
What do you know about precious stones?
They're expensive and they're precious for a reason.
What if I wanted to source a gem?
Are we buying it?
Cypher checks his pockets. No.
No, so we're not buying it. All right. God, I'm gonna regret asking this question. What precious stone do you want, Cypher?
A black garnet.
Your black garnet. All right. Falco looks towards Garrett. Garrett, what's the odds I can get a few nondescript, like 4 or 5 passes to the coin flow district?
Yes, shouldn't be a problem. I have all the equipment I need. I just need the names.
All right. Give me... Fucking hell. All right, black garnet. That's fine. He writes black garnet down on the list. Do I want to know why you need a... You know what? No, I'm all right. I'll not ask.
Okay.
I have a task for your intrepid band of poor people.
All right, shoot.
Wood. Lots of wood.
What?
Preferably hardwood from the stillborn forest.
Fucking hell. We're sending people into the forest. All right. How much are we... Actually, that's a point. What are we offering for this gem for starts?
Anything else they steal is theirs.
That's kind of a given, I guess.
We're condoning stealing now?
Shh. It's okay. It's okay. The children
What's-
are talking.
What?
You know that pass you've got for the coin flow, Vanya?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what we had to do to get that pass?
Yeah, but it was to make the world better.
Well, so is this.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
gonna make our world better.
Hmm.
So that we can make others better. Okay.
Don't
So-
you want us to be happy, Vanya?
Do you know how much a black garnet fucking costs? That's like easily 50 gold coins, if not more.
It doesn't matter if it's gonna make the world better, right?
I mean, honestly, the people... I've got 3 ideas where there might be one. One's a store. I'm not really too worried about that one. He's got a fair bit of... fair few guards. But supposedly there's a bit of a... not so much a merchant's estate that Asmund mentioned a while back that's He's somewhat of a failed merchant. Got a fair few bits. My guess is that precious gems is probably one of the things he's got. So I've got a location. What's there exactly? I'm not sure.
Did he fail because he didn't believe in himself enough?
He failed because he's shit at business.
Yeah, he didn't believe in himself.
Yeah, Garrett, you got something you want to say?
Well, when it comes to payment, I'm thinking they could keep the passes into the coin flow district for a start. Because
that's rare as
those
rocking or
things-
shit.
Yes. And they will then receive preferential treatment for upcoming lucrative jobs.
Oh, all right.
Can we
Fargo.
ask them?
Go on,
Oh.
Vanya. No, go for it.
Can we ask them to end every encounter with "Have an amazing day"?
Sure, why not? I'll tell him to have an amazing day.
Yeah, that way that it's uplifting. Don't you guys agree?
No.
I think we should require it.
Telling people to have an amazing day in North Stoya could come across as some sort of insult.
Maybe we just try it out and see how it goes.
I'll try it. I'll let you know how it goes. See what they say in response. They may tell me to go and fuck myself, but who knows? It may be different. Fargo notes down the additional job of, again, acquiring a black garnet and wood from the stillborn forest.
Also, apparently there's a very nice black walnut in the stillborn. If that could be bought a larger piece as possible, marvellous. A bonus will be paid.
Alright, what sort of bonus we're talking about? Just because, again, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to say, oh, you bring back a fucking walnut tree, and they'll be like, oh, well, how much what's this bonus? And I'm going to need to know exactly.
I would say if it meets Dwen's specifications and she's happy with it, and all expenses paid nights at the Baron's Folly.
All expenses, fucking hell, someone's going to get pissed. Alright, all expenses paid, food, drink, sorted.
Do you also have down with them getting more ingredients from the botanist to make my tea? Did we talk about that?
No.
The
'cause
who?
Don't.
Huh?
What's the botanist?
I don't
Somebody
know.
that makes stuff.
Is this one of those don't ask, don't tell situations with certain people?
Maybe.
Falco, just forget every word you just heard.
Consider it done. Forgotten.
I bet everybody's just staring at Vanya like.
Reza's just holding her 3 different piles of paper, like, not
I
gonna
can't-
say a
I-
word.
I guess I'll just add that one to my list with the fabric.
Desmond on his stool. His body stays right where it is, but his head just turns.
Alright, I know nothing about that. It's fine. Fuck me, you're a lot of got some weird fucking names for friends. So, Anything else? Or is that us done? Can I add these to the old notice board?
Yes, add those to the notice board.
Alright, so with that, before I depart, wrong screen. Falco looks at the paper. So, Black Garnet requires access into the old coin flow district. That's going to be a little bit of a rough one. With the last thing we need is we need some people who are a bit more diplomatic, I guess. Bit more upmarket.
Not fucking idiots.
Alright, no idiots for the fucking coin flow. Next up, we've got... So that's going to be for your old Garnet. A forest wood cutting. Probably some stronger types. Those who can heft an axe.
Or have their own cart.
Alright, we're not supplying a cart. Fuck them.
Yeah, well, I mean, the cart.
If
will
we
come
don't
out-
have to, right?
Yeah.
Alright. After that, we need a few, how to put this, interesting denizens from down below in the sewers. That right?
I don't.
Correct.
What was that one?
You said something about, you know, wanting something for people to fight or something for a...
Oh, right. I've been reading a lot today. It's not something I'm in the habit of doing. You'll have to forgive me.
No, I forgive you for your sins, love. Don't you worry about it. Saltpeter, mines, or at least the caves in the stillborn forest. Fucking bats and spiders. I do not envy whoever the fuck has to accept that one. And then we also need someone to escort a wagon from the Commons, from Asmund, to here, because he said he had something about us, some gifts or something.
Yeah, so nobody with sticky fingers.
Alright.
Didn't we say for some of these that we'd take their performance under consideration for future employment?
That, and I believe Falco holds the parchment to his face. Free medical... Garrett, I think you said you were going to stitch someone up if they got fucked up. Is that right?
Yes. Should they get back here, still alive, I will look at them.
Alright.
I'll also come up with a scoring methodology to make sure whether we're gonna keep them employed or not.
Alright. Interview with Vanya.
You could also, like, that thing you like to do, you could write them notes for improvement.
Yes, Desmond. Oh my gosh, yes. So after I are you alive? Yes. And then go down some other things, and then I can say, here's what you need to work on to be better. And then I can make a program out of it.
You know what, Vanya? I think you will have to give a pep talk to whomever we send out on these missions.
Before they go.
Mm-hmm.
And then last but not least, if I remember right, something about mushrooms and a stump in the forest.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
just that one, slightly more expendable people, perhaps.
Yeah.
Why is that? I mean, they're only grabbing mushrooms. Why is that?
I don't know.
Both the flora and the fauna in that area is unfriendly.
All right. Yeah, but if we send expendable fuckers, then the problem is that they'll not come back with the... I'll sort it. Don't worry.
They'll
There's
fail.
people who'd have who don't have connections in the world. Nobody will come looking for them. That's what I mean.
Lonely bastards with no friends or family. Consider it done. For those not in the know, those are 5 of the potential quests that are coming up for the new Chronicles of Novostoya campaign.
Enjoy, motherfuckers!
So for anyone interested in D&D, drop me one of them DMs. There is a new side campaign starting in the new year. So with that, Falco finishes the last few notes to his parchment and nods. All right. Anything else, or is that done?
I can't think of anything else.
Yes, I think that's enough to be getting on with. Also, if Dwen needs anything, she'll give you a list.
Oh, I've got to work with that fucking half-orc brute of a lass. All right.
What's wrong with Dwayne?
What's wrong with it? The last time she hugged me, I broke her rib, or at least cracked it.
I think she likes you.
She likes everyone.
So?
I don't get the impression that she likes everyone.
Just think, if she didn't like you, she'd hurt you even more.
You've certainly got a point there. All right. Well, in that case, I guess you lot have got things that you want to discuss that, I'll be completely honest with you, I don't want on my fucking conscience, nor do I wish to know, so... Slapping his thighs in the usual, that's me done. Falco stands up, offers a brief, respectful nod to the group, and takes his leave from the table. Which gives you all
Shall we
now
take
a
this
moment
discussion
to...
back
Yep.
downstairs, and if we're not, if it isn't peasant talk.
No, definitely not peasant talk.
Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, just because I want to watch Desmond walk around some more.
So, with those of you, whatever drinks remain on the table, you all finish off and begin to make your way towards the kitchen and the basement of the Folly. Desmond, you're the last.
Desmond.
Go on.
Yeah, Desmond will hop off of the stool and trot his way back to the Undercroft. Well, actually, I guess probably the tavern, but yeah, he's gonna just trot his way across, just very awkwardly still.
You do garner a few inquisitive looks from some of the local drinkers, as at this point, you know, the regulars are aware that you're one of the I was going to say guards, but probably children of the owners of the tavern. They've seen you walk in this odd fashion, you know, there's a few jokes between them at your expense, but eventually you all begin to make your way through the kitchen, into the basement, and eventually down into the Undercroft chambers, where you reach the far end, which is the living quarters, or at least residential area, I guess, is a better term for it. Somewhere that's a little bit more cleaned up. You've got some furniture there to make it more hospitable. As you begin to filter in and position yourselves around the room, the topic of, well, plans going forward come up.
Right. Well, so quickly, before we get too deep into everything, I wanted to share what I found in those papers I took from Salim's place.
Mm-hmm.
So Reza kind of sets 3 piles of paper on the bar counter and puts her hand on the first one. It says, this is like research and notes from the people who are living there. There's some references to other, contacts with other mage covens. No names or anything that I could really put together. Low Streets, Poulter. Vanya, you might be interested in this. That it seems like they have some sort of arrangements with the Estonian Arcanist Guild that you might want to talk to Salim about.
Oh, sorry. Can you repeat that? Like, I can't. Did the ink get on your fingers? Is that why they're so dirty?
Reza pulls out her cloth and starts wiping her hands down. Is that better?
Yes. No. I'm sorry. It's distracted by your fingernails. What did you say?
You'll probably want to talk to Salim about his contacts with the Estonian Arcanist Guild.
Okay. I can do that.
And then I did see something interesting about some sort of coven in Malmstown. Seemed to be looking for a lot of organic material from various creatures. I thought that might be something to possibly look into. And then this last part. Well, here, come look at the papers yourselves. I read them once. I don't want to read them again. And then Vanya, this last pile here looked like magical shit that maybe we can look at together. Also, I didn't say anything earlier because I was slightly offended by the way you presented the item, but I do. And there's the look on Reza's face is that she's very much struggling to say this. I do appreciate your thoughtfulness and looking out for my presentability as a representative of the folly, and perhaps you might be willing to help me work on my wardrobe a little bit more so it's a little bit more presentable.
Yes, I mean, because the gift that I gave you only touches a fraction of what you need. So, yes.
Oh no, what have I done? I picked up some clothes. It's like, if I need to go out and disguise or things, but they're like 12th hand, not even second hand, like just really grubby, and I don't know how to sew, and clearly I don't know how to wash anything. So do you think I'm filthy all the time? So anyway, that's for later, I suppose. But this is everything I was able to find, and could be some things we need to follow up on in here.
Oh, definitely. These are terrible. I do think getting some of those extra fabric bits to clasp them up is what you need.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. These papers, I will examine them, and I will get you where you need to be as a presentable representative of the folly. Everybody will be proud when I am done. I will take
Garrett,
you through
help.
my program.
This is self-inflicted.
Just make us stop talking, please.
Any other business?
Well-
I do
No,
have
go
the
on.
books. The books from I haven't had a chance to go through them yet, but I do think that there are some spells in there that I can potentially, look at and maybe learn. Maybe there's some things in there that could be useful, but I'll try to work through getting through those.
So, in regards to the paperwork that Reza laid out in front of you all, this is information from Salim's rogue coven. Are there any questions that you wish to ask me in regards to the information from there?
Do we get a... Oh, go ahead.
I was just curious about the mages in Malmstown that I collected.
What's your question?
Do we know how many they are and what they're called, or what they call themselves?
Roll me an Arcana check. In fact, at this point, investigation, sorry.
Investigation.
Preferably public. I can see it.
Oh, yeah.
19. So,
It's your fault, that.
I will give you 3 questions with a 19.
Are some of these creatures I've seen in a coroner's collection?
Yes.
Are they, a lot of them, like, rare or just like so obscure that it's impossible to get a hold of?
Not so much impossible, but dangerous to get a hold of, yes. Mostly things that would be... I would say, yeah, also rare. There are a few fey creatures in there.
That's what piqued my interest. So
Yes, so yes, definitely things that are rare and dangerous to get a hold of.
So, I actually have a quick question.
Hang on, before you go, Cypher's got one more.
Yep, sorry.
It's all good.
the last
Keep that
question,
thought.
Any inkling, or would I have any idea of what they would use them for?
Experimentation.
Experimentation.
As for combination, that's the inkling.
Okay.
Reza, roll me an investigation. In fact, roll me an investigation check.
Yeah, sorry, this just jogged my mind. I was so busy.
So good.
taking
No,
notes
don't
earlier.
apologize. Don't. I love this shit. This is what I want. Roll me an investigation check. 7. All right, you get ask your question, your singular question.
When Reza's looking over the description of the creatures again, as they're all talking about them, and Cypher asked the question, so she's looking again.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything sound like something that's from the city below?
No. I mean, there's no information about the city below. The notes seem to be completely unaware of the city below. But there are talks of, not so much talks, but notes that the odd creature has been spotted in chambers beneath the city or in basements that they've captured and experimented on in the past. So no, this coven in particular, Salim's coven is, for all intents and purposes, unaware of the city below.
Okay, so it's not like they're looking for parts of Silent Ones or things like that.
Correct. They are looking for, odd creatures, things that are not so much Salim. Salim's not. His coven's more interested in research, but some of the other covens, the Malmstown coven,
yeah,
are looking for things out of the ordinary. They were willing to pay either good coin or exchange research for the trade of exotic creatures.
you got it. Thank you. That's it.
Anybody else have questions for me as a DM? If so, roll me an investigation check. Vanya, you an 11. You get to ask me a question.
Oh. Do we know with the different covens the types of magic that they were using?
So is this regarding like just one coven or just all of them in general that Salim's been in contact with?
All of them in general, if I
Okay.
can ask.
So each coven has a different speciality, a different branch of research. The Malmstown one seems to be more in transmutation magic, things that alter or change matter. Salim and his coven were more interested in evocation, which is the creation of elements, or things like the casting of offensive spells. There are a few others. There seems to be a coven in White Harbour district, which is far, far north, which was inquiring about various relics and archaeological digs. But apart from that, there's not really, it's a pretty broad question.
No, I think that helps.
Yeah. Coin flow. There was a mention of a coven in coin flow, but they were quite secular. Salim's notes, or at least Salim's coven's notes, weren't. He was aware that there was a coven in Coinflow district, but not. He wasn't aware of what exactly they were either researching or, what sort of magics they delved into.
Thank you.
And I guess since no one's rolled an investigation check, that ends that.
Magic stuff. Garrett doesn't do magic stuff.
That's fair.
Yeah. Reza just leaves the piles of paper on the bar counter for folks to peruse at their leisure. Like she'll put like a old glass on top of each one as like a paperweight.
Alright. It's pretty much handed over to you guys in regards to what you wish to share.
So next is control of the area, right?
Yes. I think that was something we had to talk about.
Let's take a look. We should take a look probably at the book Valentina left us, and didn't she say she'd be back today at some point? Or is it still the same day that she was she here this morning? I've lost track of what day it was.
No, it was the day
Yeah.
before, right? Yesterday she was here.
Are you muted, Solution?
Of course I am. Yeah, so Valentine's probably not due for a few hours yet.
Okay.
Okay, so we got 5 groups in the general vicinity that we should probably deal with to get this area, Polter and Piker, under our control. Also, maybe the people in Dirktown and Malmstown and the Stillborn Forest might not be a bad idea.
Have we thought about, you know, giving them a neighborly gift or something like that?
Sure, we'll just have Francis bake them some cookies and go door to door, knocking on their safe houses, saying welcome to the neighborhood.
I mean, kill them with kindness, right?
Oh, we should poison the cookies? That's actually a really good idea.
Oh, I wasn't.
Vanya, brilliant. I love it.
I mean, but if it comes to that, I guess that's a quick way. I mean, who would turn down those? But I was thinking that, you know, we try to make friends first.
Note to self: never eat anything Vanya gives me. Check.
Well, I should think that trying to be friends isn't really the best way. Either making it worth their while and profitable, or basically you can either line their pockets or you can beat them senseless. Or
Heart and
eliminate
stick.
them. Yes. Essentially, yes. Those are the methods for dealing with these kinds of people.
If they're gangs, they're looking for power, money, and influence. And to get that, they're going to want to take out the biggest threat, which is us. I mean, if we can find out where they are, their strengths, and if it comes to a fight, we can deal with them. And either wipe them out completely or vassalize the survivors. Much like the way we did with Salim.
So, are you suggesting we need to do some recon on them first?
We have the first steps that is Valentina's book. But the more information we have, the better. Ideally, strength of numbers. If they have mages.
Oh, Garrett, I'm sorry. I just realised we could have asked Falco to put some, I don't know how we would public, but like scouting missions to gather information. Yeah? So we wouldn't be seen? No? Okay. You know what? I'll shut up.
It's something we could farm out, but
Proper information that needs to be trusted.
yes, that would be more of a task for a more trusted associate. Maybe once they've proved themselves to us, we can put them on a task like that, but I've got a feeling this might require a more personal touch.
Oh no.
Oh, it just came to me. Do we have any idea where maybe a suspected area might be? Because I have my frog, and I've been wanting to use it. My friend frog.
Mm,
You know, my frog that you kind of place somewhere, and then it comes back and it shares. I think it's like
I
12
mean-
hours or something.
in the Polter district, there's a group called Scans Ruffians, and they're led by a dragonborn. I don't know what that is, but like, I've never heard or seen of a dragonborn before. That can't be hard to find, right?
Yes, they're not that common in Novostoya, especially not in this part of the city.
Find a dragon. You found a group, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we can use my frog,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. In lowest streets, it's the purse cutters. We might have to talk to the local urchins on information of them. We might be able to get them on side.
Yep. If we need to spread some money around, we can do that. I would rather have people that we can employ to run parts of the city for us. Well, not the city, the district for us, rather than have to be bogged down in the day-to-day business. But
Well, speaking of the city, we should probably put on our list checking in with Thomas at some point, seeing how he's getting on getting his old job back.
yes, I do need to get the paperwork for the folly submitted.
So, just as a quick addition to that, it's only been a few days since the fire burnt, ripped through Lower Streets and Market Row. It'll still be probably about a week before the new district office is fully in operation.
Yeah, that's why I said at some point, because I figured it was probably still too soon.
Yeah. So just as sort of a an out of character, or not like, but a logical jump. It would still probably take about a week before there is some form of governance available in Lower Streets.
No, Garrett, it'll probably take another week or so before, they're ready to accept paperwork like that again, business as usual.
Yes, there's no hurry. It's just a task that will need to be done.
Hashtag meta. Yes, I agree. Whose names are going to be on that paperwork, by the way?
It'll have to be one of us at least.
Should it be one of us, or should we make up like a ghost proprietor?
Well,
Bear in mind, you have favours to pull.
Yes, we can think about it. I can make up some documents should we need.
So, there's certainly an idea in regards to the paperwork for the folly. You've got a rough idea on a few of the gangs operating. Purse cutters, I guess you're going to try and absorb them into your own fold.
If we can.
In regards to the two groups, is it two?
Two in Polder. Yeah, you
There's
got
two in Polder.
Scarns.
You got Scarns
And then you got
Ruffians
two.
and the Covetous crew. You've obviously got an idea for Scarns Ruffians, who is a Dragonborn, and as you said, Dragonborns are rare in Novostoya. He's not going to be someone who blends into a crowd. The Pariah district, there are 3 groups operating there.
Are 2 of them dwarves?
Yes, 2 of them are indeed dwarves. You've got a dwarf by the name of Rockfist. His group goes by the name of Rockfist, giving the impression that he is somewhat overbearing. He is the sole leader, central pivot point of the gang. The Iron Hand Brigands
Might be more receptive to taking over more lands in the Piker.
The Iron Hand Brigands seem to have a dwarven lass by the name of Yerla Ironhand, with her second
No.
of a gnome by the name of Frug Timbers. And last but not least, you've got a chap, an elven individual called Erden Leanden, who's the leader of the Verdant Posse.
Who couldn't lie straight in bed if he wanted to.
So your immediate threat, not so much threats, but immediate concerns would be the 2 rising gangs in the Polta district and the 3-way scuffle in the Piker district. While you think about that, I'm going to call a quick break because I need the toilet. So I will BRB and call a quick refill the clock since it's been, holy shit, nearly 3.5 hours. All right, won't be a second.
Mm-hmm.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Ta. Shift those miffle out of the way.
I've been here the whole time.
Alright, so in regards to the local gangs, is there anything anyone wishes to know?
Do we know where any of them are based out of?
Not at the moment, no. Sadly, Valentina's or the Sisters of Sin's information doesn't really extend into the slum districts of Novostoya. Due to the fact that they don't tend to operate in your local vicinity.
Back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Tried
so
to get a dog to go outside and it didn't work.
So yes, sadly, in regards to your question, Cypher, no, you aren't too, you're not aware of where they're based from at the moment, because it's outside of the Sisters of Sin's influence. Hey, Jacko, how you doing, man? Any other questions or thoughts on the matter?
So there's 3 groups brewing south of us in the Piker, right?
Correct.
That's
In fact, you know what?
because
Let's
Mac's
bring up
been-
the
yeah.
Novostoya map for everyone. All right. So in the old Piker district, yes, there are 3 groups currently starting to make a bit of a name for themselves there. What's your question?
I'm just curious to, because there's more there. It's probably because Mac was dealt with first, right?
Absolutely. There's been a lot longer period of time of the large overarching group that Mac ran. A lot of a multitude of his members have broke away. Some have joined other gangs. Perhaps some of his subordinates have stepped out of Mac's shadow into.
Do we know if any of these are old Maxwell people?
Rockfist would certainly be a name that
Rockfist
you've heard
okay.
before.
Okay.
He would have been Mac's number 2 at the time.
So he might be in the vicinity of the old Spyglass Tavern area. Might be a good place to start looking for him.
Did I put the spyglass? I did on the old map. I've not.
It's
I've
right
only-
there.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions? I'm going to say that's a no.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm good.
So, in that case, then, with that. You all begin to sift through the information handed over by Salim's coven and Valentina's document. I dare say it's probably safe to assume that you probably start pointing down into the Piker district.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they've had longer to get established.
correct. Unless there's anything anyone wishes to bring to the table, I think this is pretty much a good point to close the old scene out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Agreed.
We just need to start doing things next.
Yeah.
I think next session is how we infiltrate Piker.
Yeah. That is pretty much a solid idea. So with that then, you all spend the next 2 days pouring through the information at hand. It gives you all a week to think of some questions to ask in regards to the Piker District or the other gangs. And we'll pick it up then. And the initial phases of trying to take over the Piker District.
I like it.
Mm.
Do we want to talk at all about which day that stream will be happening?
Go on then. That's down to you lot. I'm going to mute up for a second while you sort it down.
Because we've got the same situation, chat, whereas our normal day is generally a day of revelry. New Year's Eve.
I'm not celebrating. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm here.
I think the main issue is between us in the UK because...
Yep. Late in the evening for you.
Yes. I will get back to you. I mean, unless we want to say... Do we want to do the Saturday again? The 30th?
I'm okay with that. If
Yeah, me
everybody's
too.
all right.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
We do.
Alright, so, in that case then, the 30th, we will reconvene for episode 40 of Pariahs.
Oh, shit.
Last stream of the year!
Last stream of the year, and then, after that, I will start putting into motion the Chronicles of Novostoya to tie off some of these loose ends that have been brought up in regards to side quests.
Are they
Yeah,
loose
we need
ends,
our
or
shit.
Are they just the start of something new?
It is indeed the start of something new. Ties up your loose ends and starts something new for other people. So the groundwork has finally been laid. We've got jobs, we've got quests. I definitely think next year will be a good year for the old D&D. All right. Well, with that, if there is nothing further to add to the discussion, you've all got a week to think about and plan how to fold these 3 rival gangs, or at least make a start on these 3 rival gangs to bring into your own fold. Any questions? Any final comments?
Merry Christmas, chat.
Merry
Yeah.
fucking Christmas, bitches.
Merry Christmas, you
Yee.
filthy animals.
Merry Christmas. And see you next time on Pariahs.
Also, I hope you all dream of Desmond.
Streaking.
You see you in your nightmares.
Streaking and like some sort of naked, twisted, awful,
Jack-
nightmarish doll.
Jack Sparrow running.
Or
Doll.
laying on a slab with Cypher investigating him.
Alright, I'm going to mute you fuckers up before this gets weird. Say bye.
Bye, chat.
Bye, chat.
Bye.
Alright, let's I mean, who knows? Who knows, Sneeze? I've got a cat shouting at me, so I've got to go as well. Everyone, thank you very much for joining us for episode 39 of... Is it 39? Surely it's not. It is. It's 39. Fuck. Episode 39 of Pariahs. I hope you enjoyed our little downtime episode of chaos and creepiness. So yeah, we will be back on the 30th, Saturday the 30th, for episode 40. If you can join us, that would be grand. If not, enjoy your new year. Yeah, I'm going to flick over to the end screen. And we will find, hopefully, someone to raid. I've been struggling to find someone recently. So, we'll see. We will see. But, once again, everyone, thank you for the support. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. And we will see you all next week for more, basically. With that, Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. If not, Happy Holidays. Enjoy your time off if you get it. And we will see you all in a week's time. Ta-ta for now. Oh shit! Durs are streaming. No. Oh, let's go raid Enders. He's playing Met Warrior. Let's go over there. Alright, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.